Hi all, welcome to John's Model Making. Today I've got the Red Bull. There we go, RB19 stages 6 to 8. Now we didn't get the posters this month, but we did get the binder. I do particularly like these. Yeah, they're nice. A lot smaller, but they look cute as well, don't they? Yeah, they fit perfect. I like this size of magazine, I must admit. Yeah, a lot easier to use. Not a great lot to do this month, actually, with just the 3 issues. There we go, that's 6. That's something to do with the brakes. Something to do with the brakes. There's an internal piece. I think it's part of the cockpit. And then we got the headrest. There we go, on for stage 8. But that looks pretty cool, that. I do love the decals on that. Yeah, on the markings. Looks brilliant, but it's a quick fix, that one. Anyway, let's have a look at stage 6. Okay, now we have stage 6. We have Red Bull Showrun in Lisbon. David Coulthard took part in this, I believe. There we go. Yeah. Showing off his skills with the RB7. Looking cool. Look at that smoke. Brilliant. Doing donuts. Excellent stuff. There we go. There's the rest of the magazine. Be brilliant reading. Front left brake caliper and disc. In this issue we will mount the brake disc covers and brake disc. So there we go, outer cover the front left brake disc, inner cover the front left brake disc, and front left brake caliper. There we go. Believe these press into place. I might use a little bit of grease on these because I bet they're tight bits. Yep, and that is it. There you go. Those are the parts. Let's get on with the build. Okay, time to get the parts out. Okay, those are our parts. These two are plastic. That is die cast. There we go. Fair bit of detail on those as well. Looking cool. Right, this little piece. So we want this that we constructed previously, and that will go into that hole there and that hole there. There's just 2 pegs. Right, that should fit. Right, let's see. We'll line that one up. Oh, this looks more awkward. Oh, it is more awkward than expected. Yeah, I think this is going to be a bit of a toughie, this. Let me get this lined up again. So that one into there, that one into here. Well, that one's sat in there, and well, they push in, but only so far. Oh, there we go. There we go. Excellent. That was a bit of a toughie. This little piece goes over the top. 1, 2, 3 pegs. See that middle peg there? There we go. That one's gone a lot easier. Get that. Perfectum. That's how that should look. Yep. Brilliant. Now what we need to do is pop the caliper on into them 2 holes there. Oh, the caliper might be a bit. No, I think that's going. There we go. Excellent. Yeah, you just got to be careful because there's so many loose parts on here pressing things into place, but that looks perfect. Excellent stuff. So there we go. So that is stage 6 complete. Yeah, I do like that. And I love all this detail. Brilliant. Let's move on to stage 7. Here we go. Stage 7, Azerbaijan 2023. The narrow and tricky Baku track forced the drivers to adapt quickly to the new sprint race format, which proved to be tense and competitive. I'll bet. There's a cracking shot. The Oracle. The Red Bull qualifying classification. This always makes good reading as well. And there we have the 2023 Azerbaijan Grand Prix. There we go. Oh, we've got the survival cell. In this issue, we will start assembling the front part of the survival cell. Survival cell inner front panel, survival cell front structure, A, C and E screws. A screws. Lovely jubbly. There we go. So we just pop one into the other. Oh, and then we pop that on. Oh, excellent. That's going to be fiddly. Yeah, we can actually put the... I hope we can put the wheel on this. Oh, it doesn't show it with a wheel. But there we go. That's final result. There are the parts. Let's get on with the build. Time to get the parts out. Okay, there we go. So we have 7A and 7B. These two just pop together like that. Excellent stuff. Right, now we need this piece. Okay, so we need to marry this up with this survival cell. Now, there's 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4 that go into here. That one goes there. It's not easy. It's quite fiddly, this. That one goes there. That one doesn't go anywhere. This one goes into there. That one goes into there. And that goes onto the bottom. Right, let's see. That one into there. Right, get that one in there. That one should go. Yep, it's gone in. There. Bring that over here. That piece goes there, and last but not least, this one should go there. Well, that was rather fiddly. There we go. Yep, all in place. As you can see, that's great. Now, we just need to screw all these down, don't we? Let's find out which screws which. So first we have an A screw for 5B. There we go. That's 5B. There's the A screw. Now we want a C screw for 4E into 7B. Okay, so C screw down into here. There we go, there's the C screw. There is 4E, which is that piece there. That's cool, that. Brilliant, look at that. That's brilliant. Excellent stuff. And now we want 2 E screws for 7A, which is this piece. There we go, get that there. Yeah, screwdriver go through. Oh, lovely. So I'll just tap that there, give it half a turn, pop the screwdriver through the other hole on the opposite side. There we go, lovely jubbly. Look at that, that is fantastic. Where's the wheel? There's the wheel. Oh, the tyre. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, coolio. There we go, so that is stage 7 complete. Let's move on to stage 8. Okay, now stage 8, let's have a look at the magazine. Miami 2023, free practice and qualifying. Excellent. There we go, more qualifying classification. Sergio Perez, number 1. Another lesson from the champions. Yeah, Red Bull. There we go. Pieces in this issue. In this issue, you will receive both parts of the headrest for the Oracle Red Bull Racing RB19. So head restraint and centre pad. There we go. It's just a matter of clipping it in place. That is it. There are the parts. Let's get on with the build. Okay, time to get the parts out. There you go. It's one little bag. There we go. Whoops, there's a wrong way around. Red Bull. Excellent. 2 pegs. Top peg is bigger than the small peg. This is all plastic as well, by the way. And there we go. That is it. But that looks absolutely superb. Brilliant. Right, let's have a look at what we've actually put together. There we go. That is everything after 8 stages. That looks cool. That will eventually go there like that. Yeah, that looks brilliant. There's that cell. Yeah, it's all plastic mainly, but it looks cool. Yeah, I think, yeah, you can see where that goes as well, and that, brilliant stuff. It'd be great when we get the other side. It'd be great when we finish it, really, wouldn't it? Excellent. So the Red Bull is looking brilliant. So there we go. Until next month, I think we'll get is it 6 stages next month? That'll be fantastic. Anyway, that is it for this month. Red Bull stages 6 to 8 complete. So there we go. There is the front left suspension and the safety cell. Looking cool, is it not? Get the wheel on there. Yeah. There we go. Look at that. Coolio. And then obviously we've got the front. Brilliant. And then we've got the headrest. Excellent stuff. And there's the halo. Brilliant. Seeing all that now, that's fantastic. This is going to look absolutely superb in my hobby room. Anyway, there we go. That is it for this month, the Red Bull. Nothing more can say about it, really. I just can't wait for getting more stages. But anyway, looking absolutely fantastic. Very colourful as well. Looks beautiful. Anyway, thanks for tuning in and watching. Hopefully I'll catch you next month. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon, hopefully. Bye for now.